For your Exploring Religions project, you will need to add 3 different sources at least to your bibliography. And those 3 sources are your textbook, your the BBC website, and finally a resource from the Mount Carmel Library, the Gale Virtual Reference Library. This tutorial is going to cover adding the BBC website and your textbook. Many of you probably added these in class today, but in case you weren't able to do it, this tutorial will teach you how. I'm going to show you in another tutorial how to add the resource from the Gale Virtual Reference Library, since that third resource is a little bit more complicated to add. So first of all, the website. First of all, you need to be logged in to your EasyBib account, and I am going to log out real quick and log back in so that you can see how to do that. All of you should now by this point have a project. And then the next step is to open your project. You always need to open your project before you do any work, and that means go to the bibliography page. So the first thing I'm going to do after logging in is to go down to my project. We're going to work on the mantras project and click bibliography. Once you're in your bibliography, you can add a website. This is the field that you would enter the web address into in order to cite it. Now, I'm going to pull up the BBC website in a different tab just by searching for the BBC website on religions. You can just enter in BBC religions, and the first option should be the BBC website on religions. Next, you need to open the website on your particular religion. And since a mantra is a Buddhist topic, we're going to open the Buddhism page. And that's it for this point. So you would copy this link into this field right here, paste it in, and click Cite This, and this EasyBib website automatically puts in the information that you want. The only thing that you need to change here is the article title, and the article title is just simply going to be Buddhism. If the page had an author, you could add an author, but as you can see, there is no author on this page. And when there isn't an author for a source, you put in only as much information as you can find, and here there is no author, so you wouldn't add an author. We also don't have a day, a month, or a year for the publishing date, so we leave that blank as well. And that's it for the BBC. Just click Create Citation, and you're done with that one source. Now that you've added the BBC website, it's time to add the World Religions textbook. And the way to do that is by going up here to where it says Book, making sure once again that you're still in your bibliography for your project. You're in the Mantras project. Go to Book, and normally we could enter in the ISBN, but because this is an unusual or a rare textbook, unfortunately it doesn't find it by the ISBN, so we're going to have to do manual entry. So you click on manual entry, and the information that you need to know or enter in are the 4 authors. There are 4 authors for this textbook, the source title, and the publication info. You can skip advanced info. Now, where do you find that information? Well, the way that you find it is by turning to page 2 of your textbook, looking at the bottom half of the textbook. You'll see here a photocopy of page 2. And first of all, you want the authors. The authors can be found on the first page of the text, right here. You just need the first and the last name, so you can forget about the G and the RSM here, and the J and the P. And so, for example, for each author, you would have Edward Scheid, Martin MacDonald, Donald Steck, and Lee Vanden Heuvel. And so you would want to enter each of those into the appropriate fields here. Now I have gone ahead and entered those 4 authors. Now the next step would be to fill in the source title and the publication info. And that's the information that you can find on that second page I had up there. So what's the title, first of all? Well, the full title for this text is World Religions, Reverencing Faith Traditions, and you should enter that exactly as you see it there. Then you need to find the publication date, copyright 2003, so that's your publication date, and the publisher, the Center for Learning, and the place of publication, Villa Maria, Pennsylvania. So you would add all of that information then into this section. The source title is World Religions, Reverencing Faith Traditions. The publication info, the publisher is the Center for Learning. The city is Villa Maria, Pennsylvania. The year 2003. And that's it. That's all you need to enter for your book. And so there you've created citations for 2 of your main sources, 2 out of 3. Click Create Citation, and you're done with those 2 sources. Thank you for watching. In the next tutorial, I will show you how to add a source from the Gale Virtual Reference Library, which is available through the Caravan Library.